Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So, got a real quick update and some concerns, guys. The fact is, Russia and Ukraine stuff is heating up. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a link in the description, guys, and you go check that out. That's a new video dropped by Marfoogle. Now, we've always been keeping track of this stuff, and we've been called fear porn, fear mongering, doing it for the money. Well, my video I showed today is actually, we live as preppers. That's what we do for a living. There's a reason for it. And we've been talking about this war coming up. Alright, the fact is, it doesn't matter what people say. If they don't want to be prepared for this, that's on them. I've done everything I could right here on YouTube to try to prepare people, get people ready. For those that want to stick their head in the sand, that's fine. I think it's very interesting that most of the YouTube creators that were calling me a fearmonger are now running stories on this, and they're scared shitless. Well, guess you should have been paying attention. But the fact is, guys, the U.S. of course has come back out and updating their travel there in Ukraine. Basically, don't go. They're telling everybody to get out of there. They're even saying that if Russia invades Ukraine, America's not going in to get Americans out. Yeah. Guys, we're going to go to war. And this is going to be a very big war. It's not just going to be some little skirmish stuff between Ukraine and Russia. This is the next big one. We've talked about this stuff. Now, we went over many different types of videos as far as what could happen in this type of scenario. One of the things I see on YouTube, sorry guys, the chickens are starting to make some noise because I woke them up. One of the things I see is, well, World War III is going to be nothing but nuclear war. We're all going to die. I don't believe that one bit. But then again, it could be. Hey, I don't know. I don't know how crazy, well, I know how crazy some presidents and dictators are. Nuclear war is not the end-all, be-all. People survive nuclear blasts. Having preparations, food stockpile, water, nuclear protective equipment, getting out of Dodge when you need to. If you got a nuclear power plant 10 miles from your home and you're downwind of that thing from your annual wind, yeah, when everything shuts down, you are going to be moving, or you're going to deal with the consequences on that. Just saying. So I just want to stress out, get food put back. Guys, we have been showing weekly preps ever since we started our channel nearly 3 years ago. We've been going to Walmart, Save-A-Lot, you know, you name it, we shop there. We don't shop at the high-end places because we can't afford to. You know, we shop at Walmart because I was able to put back a lot of food for my family, and I really hope that you have been. If you have not been putting food back, you need to start getting food back. I should have a nice little pop-up there for you that goes to our weekly prep series. Those are just general ideas on what you need to be stocking up. Simple things. A lot of people make this overcomplicated. It's really not. This is food that we normally eat. Alright, this is stuff that we actually bring into our diet on a weekly basis. It doesn't mean that we just only eat canned meat and we only eat canned this. No, we eat fresh foods too. But we also include canned foods, dry goods in our normal diet. Mainly because it's how I grew up. I didn't grow up rich. When we bought food, if it wasn't coming from the farms, which we worked and got to pick our own crops, we were buying canned goods because we couldn't afford fresh products at the grocery store. Big difference. We weren't entitled and privileged to have that option. We were poor as shit. So, get food put back. Get water purification. Alright, I don't care if it's just a Sawyer Mini. Sawyer Mini's 20 bucks at Walmart. It will filter out any biological bacteria in water that can make you sick. Now, it doesn't work with chemicals, pesticides, and heavy metals unless you go up to an S3 series Sawyer. Alright, those things run about 60 bucks. You're only going to get like 60 gallons of purification out of those. But if you want to go on the top end, check out Big Berkey. We're not affiliated with Big Berkey. Big Berkey is one of the best systems out there. Now, the cheaper end, you can use 2 5-gallon buckets. There should be a video link pop up there for you guys. Using 2 5-gallon buckets and using the correct filters from the Big Berkey system, and you can purify water that way too. That filter in the Big Berkey is one of the top-notch filters that are out there. But the Big Berkey system itself is expensive. Is it worth getting? Absolutely it is. But if you're on a budget, it's kind of hard to do. Now, I've stressed this many times. If this goes global conflict, and I honestly believe it will, I think it will, it's going to affect all of us. You know, when I talk about rationing, people really don't think much about it. It's not that, oh, I had to substitute Pop-Tarts for Ho-Hos instead. No, I mean, you're not going to be able to get hold of items. It'll be just like the Great Depression days, which wasn't great, by the way. Don't let the name fool you. My family lived through it. Your family obviously lived through it. If you ever listen to some of those old stories, it was rough. They were eating hardly anything. You know, the term eating boot leather, that was an actual thing. All right. So something to think about. Get food put back. Get stuff ready for your family. Because if this stuff happens, you're not going to the grocery store. If you think you're going to get a FEMA drop of food, good luck. If you think you're going to get your medication on time, good luck. If you are dependent on medication, you need to be working around the clock trying to figure out how you're going to get medication. All right. If you are dependent on power for medical equipment, you need to be working on that. Don't let people on YouTube sway you from buying a cheap gasoline generator that you can store up fuel, by the way, and produce power. It's one of the cheapest, easiest options. Don't let people sit there and sway you, oh, you can't only do this with it. People's going to come to your house and try to kill you if they hear your generator. When it comes down to that situation, we're going to be defending our homes any damn way. So I don't care. I'll call my group in. We'll all do security details while we're running our damn generator. Guess what? Now we got floodlights and we can see you coming. Oh, don't worry. We also have night vision. So there are ways around this stuff, guys. Don't let people telling you, no, this ain't going to work. Things do work. Most of these people that say that are not prepping. They're not part of our community. They don't care. They just come in here to cause division. Get food put back. Get stuff put back for your family. I'll talk to y'all later.